All right, so what is FlagOps? Just in case you didn't see the announcement that we had, it's going to be in FIU's first CTF. In teams of 2 to 4, you're going to be solving cybersecurity challenges. And as a reminder, this is going to be in about 2 weeks' time, April 4th, from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. in PG 5115. So anyone can register, even if you're not from FIU, just so long as you're a college student. So teams of 2 to 4, and again, you can apply at go.fiu/flagops. All right, so I want to say welcome to the mission. There is quite a lot that we want to get through today, from setting up the virtual machine, explaining what a virtual machine is, what Linux is, getting practice navigating through it, and then finally working in teams to solve some challenges. So throughout this event, I kind of want everyone's attention. All right? So I noticed some of you guys already went ahead and started on it, but we need 2 things from the FlagOps Hacker Guide. First, the software to run the virtual machines, that being Oracle VirtualBox. And secondly, a cybersecurity virtual machine image. So if you haven't done so already, please visit the Hacker Guide at go.fiu.edu/FlagOps-guide. Whenever you go to the page, you're going to see the following. And you just want to go to Setting Up the Virtual Machine. You want to click on this link to get you to the Downloads page for VirtualBox. Begin downloading that. And afterwards, you want to scroll down to Importing the Virtual Machine and download the FlagOps Bootcamp VM, the OVA file. So I got a great suggestion last time to go ahead and package up the VM so it makes it easier for you guys to get started on this. So I went ahead and did that, and it's just right here on the Google Drive. So we're going to be doing this in parallel. I'm going to be explaining what a virtual machine is, and once you complete the downloading step, I want you guys to follow the Hacker Guide and begin installing it, because it is quite a lengthy process. Again, once Oracle VirtualBox and the VM are done installing, I want you guys to start the installation process. Okay. Can I get a raise of hands if you're stuck? Was everyone, if you have not started the downloading process, can you just raise your hand real quick? I mean, you just got it. Okay.
I just came out a bit late, so I don't know.
Oh, it's just on the Hacker Guide. I'll go back one side. Right here. That's the link. And if you go to the link, right at the top, you want to click on Setting Up the Virtual Machine and then start going through those instructions, all right? You guys got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is Oracle VirtualBox? So there's many virtualization software out there, but Oracle VirtualBox is one of many. But what I like about it most is it's open source, and it works very well with Linux. So truthfully, you can use any virtualization software you wish, but for this bootcamp, we're going to be using Oracle VirtualBox. And secondly, Parrot OS. That's the Linux cybersecurity image that we're going to be using to complete these challenges. So it's going to come with all the tools that you need to actually complete them, so you don't have to hassle through installing all of them. Okay, and some of you may be thinking now, what even is a virtual machine? What have I been talking about this entire time? So if you look at your laptop, it has various different components. The display, the mouse, the keyboard, the touchpad, some storage, some RAM. A virtual machine copies literally all of this. And emulates it directly in software. So this is good for a couple of reasons. One, it will allow you to run a completely different operating system or run a computer inside of a computer. And secondly, it'll isolate your host machine. So let's say you want to analyze a Windows virus. For obvious reasons, it's bad to run the Trojan virus on your main computer. I think everyone can agree. So what would be a good idea is to set up a virtual machine to go ahead and then analyze safely the Trojan virus inside of that environment. It will not be able to interact with your storage or your RAM unless otherwise given permission. Okay, and finally, Linux. I'm sure most of you guys here in cybersecurity have heard of Linux already, but just in case you have not, it's just an operating system like any of the other ones out there, like Windows and like Mac OS. The only difference is you're not often going to see Linux installed in most people's computers. Okay, yeah. But it is commonly used in servers because it has a very low requirement for resources and it can make the most use of the resources that are available. Okay, so I'm going to be going, can I get a raise of hands of who has finished installing? Or like, okay, we got 2 people. If you just want to quickly say it, what percentage are the downloads at?
It's gonna take a while.
Gonna take a while?
It's gonna take quite a while.
The USBs? Okay.
Currently, my fix is an hour 30.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while.
All right, so I think an hour 30 is the entire workshop duration. So we're going to be handing out these little USBs that come with the actual Parrot VirtualBox and the installer already here.
Okay, so maybe we'll give one for each table and
Yeah,
kind of just share it around.
makes sense.
And let me grab the converters as well. You want to grab a few and I grab a few?
Sure.
Like taking a lesson to understand like school
I guess if it's taking a while to download, it has it already inside of the USB.
You guys want to
There you go.
go ahead and share that around? If any of you have Mac?
No, I think we got the download. We're just like, we're getting the same error message.
Can you click on details quickly? Platform Arch not supported. Oh, it's because
I'm in
it's
the
Mac
same.
OS. It's Mac OS M1. I didn't think of that. So in this scenario, what you have to do is go back to the downloads page.
Okay.
And just quickly do that. I didn't even consider if you have an M1. Nope. So Parrot Security. And you just want to go back. Virtual. Security. And then R.
Louis, do you know which version of iOS like they need? Because there's like 3 different options for them when they actually go to the
I'm giving them the pre-built image, so they're not downloading it from the website directly.
on the USB. But what if they wanted to try to download?
If they wanted to download it, it's the security edition. So
So that's the actual virtual.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Did they get a USB by the way?
So just that.
You
Yeah.
should give them one because he actually wasn't able to because it says too many people are trying to download it at this same
Oh
time.
my god. We just created a DDoS.
So you guys
Yep.
Spontaneous
For my own stuff, but can I just use this and install whatever you use up there or no?
Sure. If you know your way around Linux enough, I would say sure.
Okay.
Does it have a GUI? So one thing we're going to run is Wireshark.
Oh yeah, I have Wireshark installed.
Okay, perfect. Then use that.
Alright, sounds good.
do you have more?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe probably
Yeah, I think you got it.
so give this table one.
Just in case it's taking a while to download, here's the files on it.
We don't have to use the pre-built one though, right? We can just use like a...
You don't have to know.
Mine's 2 hours, so...
2 hours. I have it on the USB here,
Yeah.
if you want to use that instead.
Sure, yeah. 100%. Thank you.
No problem.
Go to FlagOps guide, and that's
Yep.
gonna have a setup guide.
So yesterday I installed the Parrot software on the virtual machine, but I thought the penetration testing one. Do you think that would still work, or we have to download the security?
Sure. What the tools we're using are very basic. So sure. So long major tool is Wireshark. If you just want to quickly run it and then make sure it has Wireshark, okay, just press the little big start button. That's it. Are you guys good over here? Still downloading, or it's going to take a while?
Is it fine if I use VMware? Just like download Parallel OS?
Sure. I mean, potato, potato, they're all the same.
Yeah, and then for that one,
Security edition. Yeah. And then you're on AMD, because it's not a Mac. That's it. So it'll take quite a while. But,
which one would this be?
if you're running VMware, then it's VMware. Yeah.
So they're all gonna just run it on their Linux machines. Is that fine?
Yeah. I mean, they just need Wireshark, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what. You guys still haven't double down on it?
You guys all good here?
Yeah.
Okay. I like the background, by the way.
My computer shut down for 0.5 seconds. I have to restart it from scratch.
Okay. By the way, if it's going to take a while to download, here's the USB where it has the files on it already.
Mine just says 15 minutes left. It just like I said, just reset.
Okay. So long as you have one person in your team that has it, it should be all good. Just makes it difficult to practice. You guys good with downloading the files? Oh, hey, you're here. You're doing cyber now?
No, I'm not doing cyber. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of everything. I'm just doing it because like I enjoy learning like a lot of different
The
stuff.
vibes. Okay.
You're doing mostly cyber now?
A little bit of everything, honestly.
Yeah. So
I just know a little too much about everything, so.
yeah. Just want to try and like,
Really?
Component I might use.
Okay.
Do you have another?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give that.
All right. Hello. Are you guys good with downloading here?
I just have a question. Just kind of like hours and hours.
So I have it on the USB over here.
Okay.
The files are
raise
ready.
your hand. How many of
If you guys want to go ahead and
actually
set it up.
you download it, USB or not?
Yeah. Which one do we have to choose?
It's in the hacker guide. So yeah. So I put it on the USB for that reason. So you can just plug it in, and it'll take 5 seconds to get on your computer. Yeah. Yeah. So you just have to pass it around. No problem. You're good over here?
I don't have the OS. I have the virtual box.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I should have it on the USB.
Yeah, because I do need the OS, and I'm overnight, so I can't access the secure Wi-Fi. So it's just,
Okay. You want to try it out? You need an adapter?
Huh?
Oh, you got it. Good.
Do you have any more USBs?
No, I'm completely out.
Are there some tables that don't have USBs right now?
No, I think I passed it out to everyone.
Because they're almost done, so
I'm going to go ahead and go over there, and then we'll continue. Yep.
The ones, the USBs that you're handing out,
Mm-hmm.
can we download that, or is that the same thing that we already downloaded on the Google Drive? Because
Say it
this thing
again.
is saying 8 hours.
Oh, the one on the Google Drive and the one on the USB are the exact same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, so we're just out of the game.
I wish I should have put the M1 Mac ones on the USB, but
These are M3s. Does that matter?
no, it doesn't matter at all.
Okay. Nah, it's not. Yeah. Come on. It happens.
It happens. You could try to join another team. There's a person all the way back there who seems to getting progress setting it up. So you could join his team for the time being, and then you could have at least one person and then like kind of support him by looking it up.
You have one person. Like, can we both join them?
Yeah, you could just join him. Because I don't want you guys to just sit here and then you guys can't actually practice it.
Which one is the guy in the white shirt?
Yeah, the guy in the white shirt at the back. All right, just one last raise of hands. Can you raise your hand if you got the virtual machine installing and or working? Installing and or working. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they got it.
The download off the website. You're passing this one around?
Yeah, the one on the USB and the one on the Google Drive are the exact same.
Okay. Probably just be faster for me at this point. Just wait for the USB.
All right. How long is it going to take to download anyways?
This has been going up, but this one's it's probably gonna slow down and speed up when this one gets finished.
All right. Does your table have the USB? Oh, okay. I'll get the USB, okay?
Sorry, I had to restart my device.
No problem. If you could just quickly copy it over to desktop.
Yeah, let me see if I can actually access the files.
A quick question, what's your name?
Alex.
I like the setup, by the way. Because you got the entire external display, you got the laptop.
Yeah, of course.
You got to be fully locked in for class.
Pretty much, and also it's just very useful for taking notes. So
For sure.
this is just my personal work. So. It's not registering any files on the disk for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you check? So C drive, D drive. Okay, guess that's empty then.
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah.
Let me check with someone else.
I'll quickly copy it to this USB because I think I might have left it empty. Sucks. Oh, by the way, are you guys done with the USB?
Oh, wait. I'm still.
Installing it?
It's an old laptop.
Okay, yeah, it happens. You're a team, so you can share. Yep.
That virtual hub's working, but there's a bunch of like things that are still continuing to download. Does he still need the USB?
If he has the virtual machine running, then he can stop the downloads. Like, yeah.
Like, I'm just not sure if when I'm done.
A quick question, is this an M1?
Yeah.
M1? Yeah, so there is a different version for M1 and like other computers. So that's why it might be giving the error.
I downloaded directly from here. Like, it's not an Intel, right? It's an M1, so I shouldn't be downloaded the Intel. I downloaded the M series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, the OVA file is specifically for one type.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have it downloaded, but you have to go ahead and use, I think, you can try to download it right now. Do you mind if I show you?
Yeah.
Okay, so just paired security. Because I completely forgot to put the image for M1 laptops.
Okay.
That's the thing.
All right. Thank you.
Because else it would be on the USB.
So if I'm downloading from
So
the web,
the USB is no longer needed.
that's fine.
No.
Now just download which version was it?
You want to go to download, virtual,
Virtual
security,
reading.
and then R. Yeah. Just click on R.
Okay.
And then download.
If I'm downloading from the,
And VMware.
VMware.
Yeah, try.
I am downloading from the web, like from this link.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to also download it from here?
If you're on M1 Mac, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're not on M1.
I am M2.
Oh, then yeah. If you're on an M series, then yes.
So I have the virtual machine, but it's just this file, Bootcamp, that I don't have.
Oh, do you mind giving me the USB? Just eject it real quick, and then you can pass it over to him.
I actually have like some virtual cycle moment to go to.
Oh, yeah, no
quick,
problem.
So I'm just gonna leave for just a moment. I'll leave my stuff over there. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
What was your name again?
Lewis,
Liz. All right.
see you. So,
You guys are done with this?
perfect. So I think so long as one person in each team has it, I'm gonna continue going, because
But are you sure that everyone has gotten access to the USB and was
was able to download it?
I think there was one team, I think back there, that didn't have the USB.
Is there any team who hasn't been able to get a USB to start downloading stuff? Okay, so okay.
Hello. Oops. Oh well.
So if you want to go ahead and let them know that.
Okay.
we'll still
I'm gonna
take-
answer just one question quickly, and then.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Or do you
I-
want to help them, and I continue? Just so we're not over time.
These, I just don't know how to help them. Like, they'll ask me questions.
I sent the document.
I know, and I did not get a chance to look at it. Even if I did, I'm not 100% sure how to answer the particular questions.
Okay.
Um,
So,
but
so long as one person in each team has it,
yes,
for now.
yes. So the thing is, I'm concerned because there's still like two tables. It seemed like they haven't been able to use the USB at all. So let me ask again to see if anyone's done. I guess you can let them know that as long as one person has it, it's fine. And ask them like, hey, like does any table that already has like one or two people with it downloaded, like can we have the USB to give it to other people?
Okay. Hey, can you raise your hand quickly if you're able to set it up? If your table is done with the USB? Table is done with the USB. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah.
I gave it to them.
Perfect. So, answer that question, and I'm just going to take it. Yeah.
I tried to download the local bots, but it's saying I cannot be installed to this. Is it like, is this something wrong?
There's two versions. Which
I
one did you
put the
try?
Mac OS.
The Mac ARM, or there's two versions. You have to pay very close attention.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I put the second one, the Mac OS ones.
because there's two Mac OS ones.
Okay, which one do you want me to download?
The one that says Intel.
Intel? Okay. When you're done, send it to me again.
Okay. But does at least one person in this table have it? Okay. So if you guys could just work together for it. Because it's a bit of a lengthy process. So not everyone's going to be able to set it up in this actual workshop. But so long as there's one person in each table that has it. All right, quick question. Can one person in each table raise their hand if at least one person in the table has the virtual machine set up? If at least one person in the table has the virtual machine set up, just raise your hand. If at least one person. Okay. How's it going over here? She's setting it up? Okay. Yeah, so that file you're downloading, it's the same that's on the USB.
Yeah, but when I put it in, for some reason, I'll try to save it, and
So can you just go ahead and copy that file, FlagOps VM, to your desktop? Just want to copy it to your desktop. Oh, just copy button right there. And then copy it to your desktop. That's it. So it'll put it on the desktop, and then you can install it from the desktop. What issue were you running into?
I didn't know how to like do what you just explained.
Okay. Hey.
When, friend of this having issue with the VM, like it's giving an error.
Like I installed it,
Okay.
but when I try to run it, I get this error.
I got it when I tried to use the OVA and I couldn't work, so I just have the ISO file.
I have no idea for that one, honestly.
Wait, so can I just have me paste the ISO file that I have?
If you have the ISO file and you know how to set up ISO files, sure, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the ISO files and he's opening up in his VirtualBox for the Pair OS, and it says that there's an issue connecting. I think something to do with the Do you
So-
maybe have someone troubleshoot it?
Not really at this time.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, there's not much I can help with.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, just press enter. There's no password.
Yep.
So, I'm not sure.
When you have them downloaded, just in case.
So I have them downloaded specifically from the hacker guide.
Yeah.
And if you scroll down, wait, scroll up. Scroll down. There was a link directly to it. Yeah, it was an OVA file. The best I can say is to go ahead and the best I can go ahead and say is for the time being, work with the people in your team as they seem to have it set.
For sure.
Other than that, I've never experienced that issue. The best I can say is Google. Were you guys able to set it up, at least on one?
Now I can't. I actually I need a USB. I don't have one.
You need the USB?
Yeah, we came here just to kind of like just
Okay. Just to watch, you should. Do you mind if I give you the USB quickly, if you guys want to try?
I'll give it a shot.
Oh,
We got Max.
yeah, it's on max. It's a bit tough.
Yeah, it's a bit tough.
Okay.
But it's all good.
Anyways,
Just wanna just
yeah,
follow along.
whatever.
Thank you.
Okay. So how's it going over here?
I guess I'm importing.
Installing, yeah. Perfect. So that's exactly what's supposed to happen. Afterwards, just double click to start it, okay? So we're just going to continue on for the time being. Yep. So once it's done importing, it's just going to be on the side here.
It's gonna be on the Ubuntu, right?
Yep. It's going to be above or below it.
Because I haven't used VirtualBox in a long time, so. Appreciate it, bro.
No problem. All right, so it seems that at least one person in each team was able to successfully set it up. So this is quite a complex process, and it differs on the computer because they have to support virtualization. For the time being, because at least one person in each team supports it, we're going to continue on. If you don't have it set up on your computer or we're not able to, just group around the person who is able to set it up. At least one. Really? Okay. Okay.
So I have
So,
this up.
okay, so just double click on it.
Double click on this,
Yeah. And that should be it,
and it's set up.
pretty much.
Okay, I was making sure. that
Yeah.
I don't get behind.
Okay, so you had to set it up. Yeah. Yep.
I downloaded the VM thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what? When I went to Workstation Pro, I click Open Virtual Machine. Open this. Get this outside normal.
So, because this is VMware and not VirtualBox, because they use the two different formats, is the thing.
Oh.
Do you want to quickly download VirtualBox quickly?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So I just do Oracle.
Oracle VirtualBox download. It's a very quick install because it doesn't have much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did download the Parrot OS. So if I were to do that, could I just do connect to remote server?
It has GUI. If you know your way around it, then sure. But
Nah, I think it's good. Okay.
yeah, just I would recommend, unless you exactly know what you're doing, just go ahead and follow Windows host.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it takes 2 seconds, double click it, and then just double click on the file to import it, and that's it. I'll just wait 2 more seconds, just set it up. And then whenever that's installed, it'll associate the .ova file. Just double click on it to start the installation, okay?
Sounds good.
Perfect. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and continue for the time being. As for you guys who have set it up for a while, you should, when you boot up the virtual machine, you should see the following. Just in case you're confused, I'll show you how to open it. Let me shut it down real quick. Shut down. And if I go back to VirtualBox, you just double click on the FlagOps VM to open it. Just double click, give it a second, and it'll start powering up. 1 second, let me quickly fix a Linux error because it decided to break. In the meantime, while I'm fixing this on my computer, can everyone go ahead and boot up the virtual machine? Okay. There we go. So now while it's booting up, you're going to see this screen. Just want to hit enter or just wait a little bit for it to start booting up. And once it's booted up, you'll be greeted by the startup screen, which is right here. Hit login. And that's it. You're going to see the startup screen. Oh, just hit login. The password is nothing. Yeah. Empty password, guys. Just hit login. Okay. I put it on right behind you. They have the USB. Okay, so when you look at the desktop, there's quite a couple different things. At the top, we have different applications. The 2 most important ones is going to be the browser. You see the little Firefox that's there? That's a different type of browser. And then you secondly have the terminal. Just like any normal operating system, in the background, you're going to have some files that are here. And at the top, you have some information about the virtual machine, including its CPU, its RAM, and how the network activity. Okay, so when you're doing the CTF, time is of the essence. If you go to the top left of the screen, there is a small button called Places. That allows you to quickly go to different places in the file system. So the desktop, the downloads, any videos you downloaded, etc. So if I just want to show you quickly, Places, and I can go to desktop instantly. So that's just a useful trick to keep in mind. And next, if you want to go ahead and launch an application, at the bottom left, you're going to see a little button called Menu. And from there, you can start to instantly search for applications. So commonly, you can load up, so Wire, press the down arrow, and it will instantly load up Wireshark. Additionally, you can hit the Windows key to go ahead and open up that menu. Okay, so for the actual CTF, there's going to be 3 most important things to know. 1, how to open that browser. Secondly, how to open the terminal. And thirdly, how to use the File Explorer. So pretty basic operations. As a reminder, browser, terminal, and the File Explorer works like any other File Explorer. You can just go ahead and delete files with the delete key. Okay, so now it's time for the terminal. If you have that one person in your at least the one person in your team who is able to set up the virtual machine, can you open up the Mate terminal? As a shortcut, it's this button at the top here that will open it up. So we're going to start to learn about different Linux commands by messing around with them, practicing them, typing them out, and see what they do. Okay? So just open up the Mate terminal at the top left of the screen. There's a little icon for it. So I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to do that. Okay, when you open up the terminal, you're going to see the following. So there's a terminal prompt. It has 3 major things: username, the host name, and the directory. The 2 most important things are that username and directory. The username is the user we're logged in as. Right now, it's admin, and it should be for all of you guys. And the directory you're going to be loaded into is the home directory for that user, just by the little squiggly. So for you guys who have never worked with Linux before, can I get a guess of what do you think a terminal command is? Sure, but what does a terminal command do? Okay, what do those commands do? Okay. Add files, sure. Effectively, yeah. So, while it's not going to be a web browser, by all means, it's not going to go to youtube.com. What it is going to allow you to do is quickly edit, create files, and modify directly with the system without the overhead of an application. So, for example, something interesting you can do with the terminal is instantly remove the entire system. So, sudo rm/rf no preserve root. So don't type that in, please, because, yeah, it will demolish your system.
System 32, right?
Yeah, on Windows System 32. Should be in the C drive. So anyways, terminal commands are in the following formats. It starts with the command name, some options, and some values. So let's first look at the easiest command, print working directory, also known as pwd. If you just type that out in the terminal, hit the enter key, all it's going to do is just print out where am I right now. So while I'm going ahead and going through this, I recommend you guys are typing out these commands and verifying that they do exactly what they say. Next, the clear command. Like you may have guessed, it just clears the screen. And now here's an important one, cd. So in short, that is change directory. It will change the folder that you're in. If you remember here at the top, the prompt, that's the folder I'm in. When I change directory to the desktop, I go to the home directory /desktop. So here's an example of combining 2 commands, where I'm going to print out where I am right now. I'm going to change into desktop, and then I'm going to print out where I am now. As you can see, I'm now in the desktop folder. Okay, so these are relatively basic commands that you really should know going into the CTF. So I recommend practicing with them now. So ls, what it stands for is list. It just lists everything inside of a folder. Where in Parrot OS, there's a couple different meanings to these folders. First one, dark gray. Dark gray means a folder, like here, the desktop, documents, and downloads. Green are files, and the kind of darkish green are executables. Just good things to know. So now we introduce some options to this command. When you do ls by itself, ls and the folder path, it's going to instantly print out the folder contents by default. By default, that's going to exclude hidden files. So if you pass in the option /a, it will show all the files. You can also pass in the option /l to show in a list format, like it shows here. If you notice, there's a stark difference between the outputs here and the outputs here. Yeah. Okay. And next, cat. So what it stands for is concatenate. Usually what it's used for is to just print out whatever is in a file. And next important one, grep. What it's going to do is look for a piece of text in some text. So for example, I'm going to use the cat command to print out the README file. And then I'm going to use grep to look for the word license. Highlighted in red is wherever it found license. So, and finally, arguably the most important one, sudo. So that'll raise your permissions to the root user where you can do anything. So for example here, I tried to create a new folder in the home directory. Before it didn't let me, but if I run the command as sudo, put sudo space any other command, then it will let me. Okay, so I know I've bombarded you guys with quite a lot of information. So let's take a break for 15 minutes, which we're going to be doing 3 things. 1, there are some snacks at the back, which you can go get. And secondly, I want you guys to get into groups, preferably of 2 to 4, if you can. And thirdly, after you get a snack, as a group, I want you guys to answer the question, what is something that everyone in your group has experienced? The best answer is going to get a prize, okay? So the snacks are right behind you at the back. So we're going to take a break for 15 minutes. Yep.
She said to come up to you. She's giving this warning sign.
Let me see. You mind if I sit down?
Yeah.
So let's see. Machine. Okay. Machine. I want to shut. Okay. So it did boot. Anyways, I'll shut it down. Shut down. Oh, importing appliance. Invalid card. So it fails to import it. It makes it difficult. I'm gonna try.
Would that happen? Is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to import it one more time. Okay. So I'm gonna double click. Finish.
Maybe, is it the address or it should be?
Okay, so I'm gonna start importing. And then hopefully this time it works. That's the best I can say. Because whenever I did the same process, I didn't have any issue. So you could try, if it gives the same error, you can try also looking it up. All right? Result code invalid arg. Makes it difficult. Give me a second. I have the USB.
Okay guys, so just for clarification, we have chips in the back if you guys are interested. And what you should be doing right now is mingling within your teams of 2 to 4 and answering the icebreaker question, which I think was said, but I forgot.
What? What's the most interesting thing that has happened to everyone in your group?
Okay, yeah. What's the most interesting thing that has happened to everyone in the group that you guys are in?
Yep.
Just in general,
I think the best answer
doesn't
will
have to be
get
about code, right?
some kind of card.
The questions?
Yeah.
No. It's less. It's not about coding ability. It's about using the application correctly. So let me go ahead and copy this file. I'm gonna hope this works. Copy. Okay, it's copying now. Control V. While it's copying,
Yeah, mine finally downloaded the silicon version. I'm not sure what to do now. I have the virtual machine here.
so you downloaded the silicon version, right?
Yeah, the ARM
So can you
64.
go back to the files quickly? So where is the file you downloaded?
This one. This is what I downloaded.
Okay. .utm. So that requires a completely different application.
Oh, shit.
It's UTM.
Let me see the options. There was another option, but it said for Apple Silicon to download this one. And the other one's being web products.
Okay. So there's an application called UTM, which you can try downloading
Okay. That will be instead of Oracle. Right?
instead of Oracle. Yeah.
Gotcha. Let me try that now.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, so for the
Yep.
web software, do you know how to fix this error? Why it won't run?
Failed to load the NVRAM store from the file. Ver path not found. I have never had that issue. Can you try looking it up?
Okay.
Like, because I never had that issue on my computer.
Yeah, I've never had this
So
one either, so I have no idea.
you just can just copy the error and then look it up. And there should be a common fix on it. Okay. Let me just copy it to the desktop. Control V. Oh. It's a bit difficult because you don't have enough space in the computer. So
And that's for,
let me delete this file. I'm trying a different version, which is a manual installation. Do you know what to clear the trash can here?
honestly,
Yeah, because you're out of storage. And I deleted a file, but it didn't give back the storage. Has someone else in your team set it up, or?
no, I don't think they're able to. Somebody else just joined. I don't know if she has it
If I
installed.
remember correctly, she had it installed. Because it's going to take quite a while to fix this issue.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Let me just eject the USB. Yeah. So don't worry, this normally happens. Setting up virtual machines is usually relatively complicated. So
All right, thank you.
I wish there was an easier way.
I downloaded this and it's already downloaded,
Okay.
but then how do I import it here?
So I've realized with another person, it's asking you to download a different application, an Oracle VirtualBox, UTM.
Okay, so which word?
So when I wrote this guide, I only had written it for non-M1 computers.
Okay, so like I downloaded this one.
So you would need a completely different software than Oracle VirtualBox.
Okay, so which one?
So you need to go and look up UTM, download. Yeah, virtual machines for Mac.
So I just downloaded it.
We just downloaded another thing for another like cybersecurity course that we're doing. Do you think that could work? Like, I think it's the same. It's like we're using the Windows VirtualBox. You don't think?
Because, can you try opening it and see? Because what we need here is Linux, really.
Yeah, we're using this for Ubuntu virtual machine for another like a cybersecurity course that we're doing together.
The problem is
I'm pretty sure you can run Linux here. I'm not sure. Or what if?
Because Ubuntu is Linux. If you could run Ubuntu on it, that'd be something we're trying. But it seems he has already it set up.
yeah. Look, so I download this and then I insert the parrot security there, and that's it.
Yes, that is the idea. When it's done downloading, you install it. And in UTM, there's going to be an import button. That's what you're looking for.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So I've not really done this with paired security on Mac, so it's a bit difficult for me to help you out here.
Right.
So you can also try looking up a tutorial directly for Mac. That might be more helpful.
I've seen this error a few times where it says that the kernel module might not have been loaded successfully. What could that mean?
Huh. So do you mind if I copy it and look it up?
I think that's the best way, low key. By the way, I have these.
Perfect. If you just want to leave them up? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Perfect. So I'm going to try looking up this error, okay?
Okay. Go crazy.
You guys almost got ran over by a car?
Yes.
Yeah.
We could say that.
But I feel like almost isn't enough.
Almost is. Did I get hit by the car?
I knew
Yes.
he died, but hey, I'm staying.
No, almost isn't enough.
Almost is. Okay,
We should have been like, we got ran over.
Okay, have all of us ever drowned?
Well, if you drowned, you wouldn't be here.
No, because then you get resuscitated.
I didn't get resuscitated.
Drowned and resuscitated? Oh my goodness.
What?
Can you shut
can use any
Okay.
alternate option
Yeah,
browser.
I'm going to try shutting it down,
Oh, okay, yeah. Go
and then you have to enable something on the computer.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
just make sure all this
I'm not
stuff
sure
is
if you're
saved.
comfortable with that.
Yeah, it's fine. I just need to make sure this stuff is saved.
Okay.
I think we should say the kernel. Because that's the craziest thing. The admin died. You guys had a heart attack?
No. My dad did though.
So has anyone else in this team set it up? Or
Yeah, I just came late.
okay. So I can help other people. Can you look
Okay,
up?
you can do it now.
Okay. Have you ever entered the BIOS of a computer?
Entered the files of the computer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you have virtualization enabled? Can you check?
I'm sorry. No.
Okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, you said yes.
You can check for me.
Okay.
Like, I'm thinking you're saying just open the file explorer.
No. So my guess is with that issue, if you don't have virtualization enabled, it isn't going to work.
Okay.
But honestly, do you mind just working with somebody else? Yeah, because
What do you mean? Like, this
Okay.
is my group. I'm just
Okay.
asking for now. You can go ahead with anyone else who needs
okay.
help.
Can you shut down the computer?
Yeah.
So like a hard shutdown, not sleep.
Yeah.
So I was able to download UTM. So
Okay.
How do I import the data? Because I click here when I go
Open?
open, but I can't click on any of the this data.
Press cancel. Create new.
I'm sorry, I can't get over the resuscitation.
Can you look up a tutorial on how to import it?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah, no
I've never
problem.
used this application.
Yeah, oh, okay. But do you think I will be able to follow it even if I use it, or does it have to be with Oracle?
It doesn't have to be with Oracle. So long as you get the virtual machine working, it's always going to work the same.
Okay, I'll work on it. She's still working on downloader, but I told she didn't know about the USB drive, so you can.
Who?
Download it.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have the drive?
Yeah. Relatively good. We're just having a bit of difficulty setting it up sometimes because it sometimes works to virtualize and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. They give different errors, so it depends. Yeah. That's just what happens with the virtualization. Do you mind helping her out? Do you know how to enable virtualization in the BIOS?
Depends on the BIOS.
It's Lenovo ThinkPad. You just slam one of the top row buttons. You got this.
I just don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I've done it at some point. Forever.
Yeah. Does anyone need the USB? Here you go.
You're a transfer, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm transfer too.
I'm not really sure. Do you, I want to help her, but like, it's just gonna take too much time to set it up.
Yep. Do you know if Nicole or Nico has any? You can tell
I don't
me.
think they have the expertise to enable it. I don't think they have the expertise to enable it.
What needs to be done?
You need to shut down the computer. You need to press F2.
Okay.
Then you need to look for the virtualization option.
Okay.
You need to enable it.
Okay.
Then you need to press save.
Got it.
Then you need to reboot the computer.
Okay.
Then you need to open the application again. Then you have to start the virtual machine.
The virtual machine and everything is installed. Just need to start it, right?
You have to enable virtualization. That's my
Okay.
guess. Another thing is you could look up the error. I'm not sure if you're able to help with that.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, try.
Okay.
You don't remember the last
So just do your
Even
best.
if like our machine meets all the requirements.
yeah, most definitely. Past 4 months, honestly.
Normally it wouldn't. Normally it looks like it should.
No.
Okay.
It looks like a relatively new computer.
Okay.
The good thing is there's 2 people in our team who already have it.
Gotcha.
So All right, guys. So time is up. I'm gonna be going table by table and asking you guys what you came up with for the answer to the question. What is something that everyone in your group has experienced? The group with the best answer are gonna get these little tote bags-ish. All right. So this team. You can use the mic in the center, by the way.
This one doesn't work.
Okay.
When you just yell.
I want to say something, but I don't think we have.
Should be on by default.
No, you have to press it.
No, it's not working. It's something in the question, maybe.
Maybe like a switch or something?
Dude, we don't
Okay, just say it. Just say it.
Yeah, we don't have an answer. Yeah,
Nothing.
no, we didn't figure
Wait.
anything out.
What about like not yet? Or is that not a choice?
That's not really a choice. Have you guys gone grocery shopping or something? I mean, I don't know. Okay. All right. So for the time being, we're gonna move on to the next group. Yep.
So, we're all Linux users, right?
Okay.
And so we decided to go try out different versions of Linux. And at the end, we all decided, you know what? Keep it simple, keep it stupid, something based on Ubuntu, which is the equivalent, if you guys don't know anything about Linux, like saying that your favorite flavor of ice cream is vanilla. It is painfully basic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's something.
I like that.
We've been hacked.
All of you guys have been hacked.
At some point, yeah.
It's some shit before.
Can you
All right.
elaborate, like Ethiopian prince asking you for money?
stolen.
All right.
Like you clicked on a link, or you
No,
guys
like I
downloaded
logged in into my account and it was like a picture of some dude.
You got rickrolled.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got a friend hacked like that. He logged into a website like OpenSea or something, and it wasn't OpenSea, and he just got like his information stolen.
Okay, so for the rest of you guys in the room, we've got one team who all uses Ubuntu, which is apparently, according to them, basic. It's like vanilla.
It's very basic.
Another team who has all been hacked, which is hilarious and unfortunate. Okay, what about you guys?
All three of us have had food poisoning.
All had food poisoning. Can I ask what gave you the food poisoning? Unless it's like traumatic.
Yours was fish.
Mine was sushi.
So it's all fish?
No, mine was actually like this weird Italian dish that I decided to eat, and it was like
polenta?
I don't even remember what it's called. I was like 12, and I was like, this is like I was like, guys, I can't move. Like I'm just laying down, like I'm dying.
Okay.
But it was on my 13th birthday.
Oh, see, bad luck. There you go. Should have known. Okay, cool. How about you guys in the back? You've all eaten alligator? Ooh, alligator's really good. I like alligator. Okay, that's cool. How about table right next to them, you guys? Yeah.
This is where.
Yeah. Perfect.
We have all seen homeless people defecate at our place of work.
Oh.
Public defecation, by the way.
Can I ask where you guys work?
Chipotle.
Okay.
I can see why.
All three of you guys work at Chipotle, or just different places homeless people?
I mean, I can totally see someone defecating after Chipotle, but
Fair. All right. Okay. How about you guys? I think Bedla's at that table. You guys.
It's kind of basic, but we all travel out of the country.
So it's a little bit basic. I'll give you
Really?
guys that. But
Yeah, it's really weird.
it's a bit, okay, it's fine. You got something in
I got
common.
it done.
That's
Those are
cool.
usually the normal ones.
It's F2. If you look it up, did you try F2?
Yeah, I tried it 3 times.
Oh,
Okay. I mean,
Started
fair.
F2,
That is an
tried
interesting
F3.
experience. I don't know if it's as crazy as homeless
Yeah.
person defecation, but
It's tough. I'll see afterwards
You're
if I
in
can
there, you're in there.
find a way to like set up for them
okay,
online.
awesome. Thank you. What about you guys?
But it's difficult.
Yeah, you can try to press the button if it turns green. See it.
I think we all been to like a fatal car crash.
Oh.
So yeah, GG, you know.
Okay. All right. You know, fatal means like you die, or someone. Oh, someone has died at every case. Are you guys all murderers? I mean, it's bad. You're right. It's a sad, unfortunate. But I'm just trying to get more context.
We will not elaborate.
Okay. Fair. All right. Cool. All right. Second. Wait, which amendment is that? No, Fifth Amendment.
Fifth Amendment, yeah.
Fifth
You plead the
Amendment.
fifth.
Well, you plead the fifth. We'll give it to you. Okay. How about this table over here?
Well, we were all dealing with technical difficulties, so we didn't really get to talk about it.
Okay.
We discovered that nobody here was born in Miami.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's an interesting one. All right. Cool. How about you guys? Go ahead.
All of us have either been stalked by an ex or a random person, and that person has either ended up at our house or has offered money to other people to not talk to us.
I am so sorry that you guys all had to sit there and talk about that for 15 minutes. A quick little trauma bond, I guess. That's insane. Okay. And then you're sitting by yourself. What do you have in common with yourself, man? Okay, that's a good answer. All right. Unfortunately, I don't think that counts. Okay, let's deliberate for
Okay,
20
so
seconds.
let's get the 3 judges.
Okay, Zubair, come here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's specific.
Were you paying attention?
What?
Yeah, the stories.
Kinda.
Okay, so favorite one? Favorite one?
I feel like the poopy one is crazy.
Yeah.
The poopy one or the stalking one? What do you think? What's your take?
I'm biased toward the pooping one because I know somebody there, but like.
No, but the pooping one
It's
is
funny.
so good. Like, that's such a crazy coincidence. Okay, all right.
Fine.
Okay. Do you want to announce it?
Okay, so the team where the homeless people were defecating in Chipotle. Can we get a round of applause for them? Not sure if we should be celebrating or be sorry, but you win something. All of you guys are at Chipotle.
In my case,
I'll have
she
Marshall
threw it
with
at
me.
me.
We're trying to.
Yeah, the homeless person threw it
Yeah.
at him.
Tried to hit me with it.
He worked at a burger place in South Beach. I worked at Chipotle. What's the... Just like when I was facing out.
All right, so now that you guys got to know your teammates, we're going to be moving on to solve some practice questions here. So something to note, when we're doing these practice questions, the format and software used is the exact same as the one on the actual CTF. So you're going to be solving these problems in effectively the exact same way. So in the virtual machine or outside of it, whichever you prefer, go to https://flagops.ryth.app. That is the website called hosting the software CTFD, which we're using for the actual CTF. When you go to it, I want you guys to start signing up and creating a user. So all of you guys in the team are going to be signed up to the same team. I'll explain it as we go. Okay, so at least one person in the team should go ahead and go to this link in the virtual machine. You can put anything. You can put like banana at apple.com.
Oh, right, yeah. Username. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Can I get a raise of hands if you were able to register? Can I get a raise of hands if you were able to register an account here? Okay, so we got 2 people. So we're going to be going to this website and then creating an account. So here we're going to get access to the challenges and be able to start submitting our answers. Preferably all of you guys. You guys got it? All right, perfect. So for that, you don't even need the actual virtual machine. They can just go directly from the browser.
Okay, I told
Yeah.
him to do it in the virtual machine.
I sent you the QR code for FlagOps itself at the very end of the workshop. Let's emphasize that you should download all this stuff and register for FlagOps. So
Yeah.
we'll put it there.
I put it at the end, I think, the QR code. Yeah.
What is the team name?
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. Trying to start the thing, but the same error.
Same error. Do you mind helping him look it up, the error? Because I have no idea how to solve that.
You can bring it over.
So how's the team creation process going?
We finished.
Perfect. How's the team creation process going here? Were you able to go to the team and make it? Or still a work in progress? Okay. I got it. Perfect. Yeah, just name whatever you want. I mean, something appropriate, please. Come on.
Okay.
You guys are setting it up? Perfect, okay.
When I open the browser, like, do we have to install this Parrot?
You're already inside Parrot.
Okay.
If you notice the Parrot in the background.
Yeah, that's why I was just confused.
Oh yeah, just ignore that.
Okay. And then here we create a team, right?
Yeah. So somebody creates a team, and then the others join it.
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. All right, so it seems pretty much everyone has at least went ahead and created an account, while the rest of you guys are joining the team. So only one person in the team has to submit the answer, so it's all good, even if not everyone in the group has joined the team. Okay, so let's start to do some challenges. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same process. FlagOps. So we're going to start off by doing these sample challenges at the top of the screen. So first, flag sample. Right here, highlighted in blue, is an example of a flag and how it's normally going to appear whenever you're solving these challenges. A quick question, is everyone here on the challenges section? Can you raise your hand if you're over here on the challenges section? Okay. Okay. Are you guys having an error here, or?
No, he already made the team. He's just sending us a thing too.
Oh, like via email? Oh, it's not set up to send it via email. So you guys have to create an account, and then.
Yeah, we made the account. He's like sending us the link to it or whatever.
I have this set up on my home server. It doesn't have the ability to send an email. So I recommend they go through the process of clicking on the team, entering the team name and the password.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Because I don't think you can invite them. I don't think that's going to work here. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Wow. Make a note really quick of a good question that someone just
Yeah.
asked me. Just basically, you don't have to team up with these particular people for the.
Yeah, sure. If you want to mention it.
I mean, unless you don't think it's relevant.
I mention it, sure. Yeah.
I just want to clarify a quick question that someone had, which was a really good question. So these teams that you guys are working with right now are just for the bootcamp. If you guys do like each other and like, you know, the way that these people work, then you can go ahead and team up with them on the actual application form. But if not, it's totally up to you. You can bring in your friends, other people that you know who are interested. This is not like a set in stone kind of thing, so don't worry.
All right, so I'm going to be going along and completing these sample challenges shown on the screen over here. So long as at least one person was able to create the team, you can use their computer to submit the answers. Okay? So most important thing to know is that flags are going to be in the following formats. Flag, and then opening curly brace, and then some random text in here. So this first easy challenge. is just making sure you understand what a flag is. So you can submit it right here, paste it in, and submit. And that's it. So there I did the easy challenge at the top, sample, flag, dash, sample. I'd recommend you guys follow along. So I'm going to do it just one more time. If you click on the challenge, that'll open up the pop-up, which gives information about the challenge. So here, it directly gives you the flag as part of the description. So you can paste it in and submit and get your points. Okay, so next sample challenge is this one, a file sample. When you click on the challenge, it's going to show you this pop-up with the ability to download this flag. You want to save it to your desktop, and then open it up. On the desktop, flag.txt, and here it is. And you could go back and paste it in. All right, can somebody in the team raise their hand if they're able to solve at least one of the challenges from the sample section? So for example, flag sample, file sample, or zip sample. All right, let's go see. Oh, you guys got it over here, right? Yeah.
What do we actually have to do?
So let's try the flag sample.
So how do you put the answer? Just put it here?
Yep. So the flag is right there. You can copy and then paste it in.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys good with the challenges over here?
I think, I don't know if you could just help her out with, like, is it supposed to look like this? It's very important.
Oh, it's still importing.
So we just wait.
Yeah. If you want, you can go to the website and try anyways.
Okay.
The first couple challenges don't need you to have Linux.
Okay.
You guys are good with the challenges over here?
Did you figure it out? Okay, nothing.
So this is the flag sample. That's the answer right here. So you just want to paste that in and then enter it. So guys, for this first challenge, flag-sample, this is the answer right here. So that's what a flag looks like. Flag, opening braces, some text, and closing braces. So this is a very, very easy challenge. Normally it's going to ask you to do some kind of operation. Normally it's going to be some kind of file. But here the answer is right in the description. You just want to copy it and paste it in and submit it for the answer. And the rest of these are sample challenges to make sure you understand how to download files and unzip them. For example, flag.txt, you just go ahead and download it. I recommend putting it on the desktop. Then opening up desktop and opening up the file. Here it will have the flag in plain text. You can copy it and then paste it in to submit it. All right, so next we're going to move on to some more complex challenges. So using the commands that we had learned previously for Linux. I'm sure that team over there that all used Ubuntu is got it. Okay?
We're looking at the profile, we're first place.
Okay. All right, so under Linux, I'm going to be doing the challenge Linux-navigation-practice. This one right here, which my mouse is over. I recommend you guys follow along with the steps that I'm going to be doing, as afterwards I'm going to be giving you a different challenge, the one on its right, Linux navigation. So I'm going to be doing Linux navigation practice. So here, it's telling me to download and unzip the zip file and using Linux commands to find the flag. So I will download the zip and save it on the desktop. Then I'm going to go to desktop, files.zip, and I'm just going to unzip it. Extract and extract. Once the files were extracted, I'm going to go ahead and right-click, open in terminal. I'm going to start a terminal in the desktop. So again, in the File Explorer, you can right-click, open in terminal, to open a new terminal in that folder. So I'm going to use the cd command to cd into where the files were extracted. So Linux files practice, cd Linux files practice. So here there's 3 different folders, A, B, and C. So I'm going to list out the files in A, ls, A, and there is an image flag. So I'm going to check it out in the File Explorer. So this is a picture of a flag, but if we remember to the examples, this is not what a flag looks like. I'm going to check out B, and it has a flag.txt file. So I'm going to ls, so I'm going to cat out whatever's there, b/flag.txt. And whatever's in the file tells me directly, I'm not the flag. So lastly, I'm going to check out whatever's in the file directory C. Which gives me a photo of a red herring, telling me I'm here to distract you. So you may notice there is a small file here called .flag. By default, you guys are not going to see this. You have to enable viewing hidden files. So it's going to be under View, Show Hidden Files. The shortcut is Control-H. Another way to make sure is you can do ls-a to show all files. And then ls-a-c. And it'll show me the .flag is there. I'm going to use the cat command now, cat c/.flag. And there it is. There's the flag. So as a reminder, this is not the flag. This is. This piece of text and or string is always going to be the flag, not an image. So I'm going to go back to practice and then submit that flag. Okay, so next, okay, I see 2 people already solved it. So Linux navigation, that's going to be the challenge you guys have to work on. Linux-navigation. I did the practice one, and now you guys are going to do the actual one. You just have to download the folder and do a similar process to look for the flag. Now we have 3 solves. Okay. All right, I'm going to be giving you guys about 5 minutes to go ahead and solve it, and afterwards, I'll solve it on my computer. All right? I saw the I Love Ubuntu solved it, so I'm going to guess you guys already got it. Okay. How are you guys doing on the practice? Good?
For some reason I already solved Linux navigation. I solved file types.
Perfect.
Oh, look. ls dash no dash a.
Oh, you got it set up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So when I do ls to list directory for each like thing.
This is the second one, the actual one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So for this one, how do I enter like these are files, right?
Folders.
Folders.
Because folders are blue.
So would it be like nano folders?
CD space folder. So CD meaning change directory.
Oh, to each folder.
Yeah.
So CD1.
And then you check whatever's in there.
And there's nothing. So
But maybe there's hidden files.
I did do Control H.
Did you do ls dash space dash a?
No.
Dash a? Okay. So yeah, there's nothing in there.
Okay. So if we see these like dots, that means there's nothing.
There's nothing, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
On them, this is being recorded, right?
Yeah.
I got this working pretty well behind, but what was the difference?
For file sample? Oh, flag sample? Oh, so that's the flag right there. So you just want to copy and then paste it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's just making sure you understand what a flag is. Perfect. Now try the zip one.
Zip one. These guys unzip this file.
Pretty much. So relatively easy, right? So it gets harder as you go along.
Makes sense.
You guys got it?
Yeah. I'm trying on this one. It's not CV download.
File types. Okay.
And I send it to PDF.
I can't extract it. It's giving me an error when I try to.
I tried this one.
When I try to. Errors is archive.
Yeah, it says something about changing
It's not working.
the file type.
But it's
That should be the flag.
Yeah, but it changed the extension. So what type? How do you?
If I'm honest, I may have put the wrong flag. Can you try the second challenge?
Document. How do you change that?
The second one? There's file types 2.
It's a file, FlagOps.z, it's a PDF document.
So,
Yeah.
Do you try?
Yeah, using the file
yeah.
command, it will tell you like what type of file it is. Like it will be
Let
like
me try file types 2.
downloads, rename it, and so on.
And then see if this one works. So I'm going to download it.
I think I'm assuming you can also do it.
Okay, so it's now an archive. So open up the terminal.
You got it?
Exit. Clear. And it should go to there. So I'm going to do file, FlagOps. Zip. File, flag.
I think you should go to downloads.
Oh yeah, it should be there. FlagOps.zip. It's a PDF document. So, do you mind opening up the PDF again? I may have forgot to change the file. This
I put the flag that says it's incorrect. Am I messing it up or?
is that for file types too?
For file types for the one in the PDF?
I think that might be an issue on my part where I put the wrong flag.
It's like the
Yeah.
like the file types like tree, GMG.
Because I may have messed it up when I was setting it up. Sorry about that. Because it's a PDF document. That's exactly what you downloaded. Let me make sure.
No, yeah, I saw that, but can you change the file type? Like
So
right
it
there?
works. I have to change it to.
I could go ahead and check, but that would take a long time. So for the time being, just ignore those challenges, and then I'll update them after. But rest assured, I mean, you found the flag. You named the file correctly.
Both
So
file types incorrect?
it seems that they're both incorrect, yes. Yeah.
So we just,
Just ignore those. Yeah, I'm going to announce it.
Okay.
So as a quick note, for those of you who may have started to go ahead and start doing file types 1 and file types 2, there's an error in both of those challenges. If you get a PDF document out, that's the flag. You correctly did the challenge. The error is, when I was setting it up, I put the wrong flag for file types 1 and file types 2, so it may not be solvable. But if you get a PDF out at the end, then you did it correctly, okay? You guys both did it correctly. Okay, so I'm going to do right now Linux navigation. Unzip. Data.zip. CD practice 1. By the way, can I get a quick raise of hands? Who was able to solve Linux files? This one, Linux navigation. Which teams? Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and solve this right now on the screen for those of you who may have missed it. Okay. So I'm going to start by checking out the A directory, ls-lah. So there's 5 different folders, cd1, and there's 2 files, catfile.txt and catfoo.txt. Okay, so this is definitely not the flag. Okay, then cd2, ls-la, and that's definitely not the flag. And you just want to repeat that process, checking out whatever is in these folders, one by one by one. cd3, cd desktop, cdp1, cda, .csv. So that's not the flag. And then flag.txt. And that's definitely not the flag. Did you figure out what the flag was, or? Okay. So over here we have .hidden. So cd4 cat.hidden, not the flag. Yes.
It's a sick last name.
Thank you. And there's nothing over here. If you want to make this easier, I recommend using the tree command to check out everything to print out a tree structure for everything. So I'm going to do tree-a. So over here in B, I see something. So I'm going to cat out whatever is in .galf. 2 dots. And there's the flag. So it's quite a bit of work, but there it is. All right, so next we're going to be moving on to Wireshark. So can I get everyone's attention now? We're going to be moving on to a new topic to go ahead and explain for you guys to understand what Wireshark is and how you can use it to solve challenges, all right? So first off, before you can understand what Wireshark is, you need to understand what a packet is. All a packet is a little box with information on how computers communicate. So a packet is always going to have these two parts. One, it's a header with where it's being sent, where it's sending out a letter, and also the data of the packet. So I have an image over here. So if you see on the image at the top, the packet has quite a lot of information. The source IP address, for example, where it's headed to, where it came from, and the destination IP address, where the packet is trying to go to. And finally, that block at the bottom is the actual data. So this is how computers communicate. So, now I want to use an analogy to explain packets a bit better. Give me a second. Imagine you are person A if you look at the screen. You want to be updated with the latest news, for example, on google.com. You could send a letter to google.com asking for the latest news. Google's going to receive that letter and then process it. This guy A wants the latest news, so then it's going to send a response back to A. So 2 parts to it. I send a request out, and then the server, or google.com, will respond back with the data. So this is how computers communicate. So now I'm going to be doing a live activity with Wireshark on httpforever.com. If you guys can follow along, that'd be great. Okay. So I'm going to click on the menu button, and I'm going to open up Wireshark. So just type in Wireshark, and if you see a little shark fin, and there it is. Whenever I open the application, it's asking me, authentication is needed to run as the super user. The password is nothing, so just press authenticate. And there we go. Now we've opened up Wireshark. So there's a lot of buttons here. But the one that we care about is this one, the little shark fin. If you hover over it, it's going to tell you what it does. It's going to start capturing packets. Okay? So now I'm going to go to, in the browser, httpforever.com. And if I go back to Wireshark, you can see it captured all the information that was going across. So 1 second. I am going to use the Chromium browser. httpforever.com. Clear the packets. Capture. So it's a bit complex because what the browser will do is go ahead and cache the information. So for the time being, just go ahead and look at what I'm doing. Ignore the part where I'm opening up the debug console and such. But let's find it. I'm looking for network. Disable cache. Refresh. And there we go. Now if you look in Wireshark on my screen, we have some HTTP packets being sent out. So I'm going to put a filter at the top here, HTTP. HTTP is a network protocol for websites. If you notice we went to HTTP forever, that is so we're using HTTP to help receive the data back. So let's see this first. One of these packets is a GET request. I sent this out from my IP address to the destination. And if you look at the arrow right over here, this is what I received back. Do you remember from the letter analogy for packets? I sent out a request, and then not even 100 milliseconds later, it responded, sending me back the data that I want. If I click the little chevron here, this is the actual content of the page. So we have a header, HTTP forever. And if we look at the site, HTTP forever, a reliably insecure connection. And there it is. So there, in plain text, I can view, and I capture the packets. I can view whatever the user would have seen per se. Okay, so I'm going to do a simple Wireshark activity, and then you guys are going to be doing the other one. I'm going to start with Wireshark HTTP simple, and afterwards you guys are going to be doing Wireshark password. If you guys can, I recommend following along. When I click on this challenge, Wireshark HTTP simple, it's telling me find the sent flag in the HTTP request using Wireshark. And it gives me a download, .pcap.png. So I'm going to download it to a desktop, replace, and now go to desktop. Remember correctly, HTTP simple. And I can just double click on the file. Wait, let me go ahead and open up Wireshark and then import it. Authenticate, then file, open, admin, and desktop. That's where I saved it, http simple.pcap.ng. Okay, so a bit of a complex process, but what I did is I imported a pcap file from into Wireshark. A pcap file is a file that has a collection of these packets that were recorded previously. So let's start looking around to see where the flag may be. So this packet looks interesting. I sent out from my computer to some server with an IP address a GET request. Flag equals flag Wireshark HTTP inspect. So that looks to be the flag. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy value, and go back. Control V. Copy value. All right, so it doesn't seem to be letting me copy. Escape string. If Wireshark decides to work. I guess not. Okay. Right click, copy as value? Okay. Because whenever I paste it in, then it just shows 1. Yeah, because when I tested this at home and it should be working. Another option is I could just take a photo and then type it out. It worked? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and type it out.
I mean, what I basically did was like I basically
It should
got the
just right click, yeah, because that's the flag right there.
yeah the value. I basically got the value, then I paste on the browser, and then I show like the actual
Yeah.
flag right there. But
I just don't, that's what I wanted to do, but it's copying as one. So I'm just going to go ahead and type it out.
okay, I'm not
Yeah.
sure then.
Wireshark, HTTP inspect, curling brace. Now let's try with the lowercase. There it is. So that's the flag. So it seems on everyone else's computer, it's letting you copy it in. So what you should be able to do is find this packet, then right click, then copy as value. Sure. Let me close it and then do that again. So first, you have to download the file. I'm going to save it to a desktop. HTTP-simple. Replace. Second, I'm going to open up Wireshark. Authenticate. Now at the top left of the application, File, Open. Our user is admin. You want to go to Desktop, and then http-simple.pcapng. Just press Open. And there it is. Huh. You should have it. All right, so just like in the last time, we're going to be you guys are going to be working in teams to solve Wireshark password and continue on from there. All right, so I'm going to start a 5-minute timer. 5-minute timer. And go. So press authenticate.
I put the.
Oh, you try. Okay.
Yeah,
So then file open.
Yeah, open. There's no.
Oh, so because you installed it a different way, when I installed it, I made the user admin.
Okay.
So yours would be in the folder root.
Okay.
Yeah, because you installed it differently. So just open.
Open root.
And then desktop.
Desktop, but it's not there.
Did you save the file to desktop?
I save it to the desktop, maybe another desktop, you know? Like I save it to this desktop. In the user.
Huh.
But it's not like, you know?
I saved it in the admin desktop and I know.
User desktop.
Can you open up the terminal real quick? And then type the command, who am I? Who am I? Your user? Okay. Home user downloads. Okay, so that's where it is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back to Wireshark, computer,
Okay, that's
home, user,
okay.
desktop. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. Just open.
I am admin. So I'm here on Wireshark. Let's maximize it.
So file, open, and then, because that's the root desktop. So
what should I do?
go to computer, and then user. Go back, sorry. So computer, and you want to scroll down. You're looking for something called home, H-O-M-E. Yep, right there. You had your mouse right on top of it.
There we go. Oh.
There it is, yeah. So what I did for convenience is I put it on the sidebar. Yeah.
Okay, now here I have.
Yeah, and there the flag is right there.
Flag is right where?
See where it says?
Oh, right there.
Yeah, you just type that in.
You have to copy flag or this whole packet or just flag percent
Flag
fire?
flag is
right here. flag equals flag percent. This all this jazz, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we copy it?
So do you remember what I did on the screen? I under HTTP sensor protocol.
Click here.
Just want to press the little chevron.
Okay. And then the flag is basically here. Get flag. So I could just copy this line.
Sure. You could also take a photo and then just. I had issues with copying. I'd recommend just typing it out.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do that.
Sorry. Were you able to get it?
So for the Wireshark simple, so I put the file in desktop, but it's not showing up at all.
Okay. So you have to go to computer and then slash and then home.
Home.
Yeah. There should be a file called home inside of there. And there it is. There it's on the desktop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why it had to be like that. Can I set this folder as the root?
When you're saving the file, you can also save it to the root's desktop.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's a bit of a complex process, but yep.
In what format am I supposed to read this? Is this flag bracket and then this?
Yeah, flag bracket.
Okay, so flag, the equals is the bracket, is what you're saying.
So flag equals flag, and you see the %7b?
That's
the
bracket?
curly brace thing.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, you just want to ignore that.
And then this percent is the end bracket?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not the %7b. Remember, the flag always has the starting and ending brackets.
And would the brackets be different every time?
For these challenges, no.
So it's going to be the percent?
And
Or something?
so can you rephrase your question a little bit?
For example, in this case, you're saying like our starting flag is the percent and our ending one is a percent. So we know that it would be B Wireshark dash HTTP inspect, and then we end off on another %7. So like that's how we know our starting and our end point, right?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you can make it bigger. The %7b, that's HTML encoding.
Okay.
Do you know the squiggly brace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like an ASCII, like it's similar to ASCII, but okay.
Because you can't put this little brace in the URL.
Right. Okay.
So
it's just like another form of encoding something.
all the flags start with the word flag, the curly brace, and the end with the curly brace.
Okay.
So you can guess
What the value is based on that.
yeah, where you replace the %7b with the curly, and then yeah.
Okay.
So Lewis, is this the way you'd format it? Like right here?
You'd want to get rid of the 7b. Yeah.
Let me see exactly why. Is it not within the
Because that %7b is
Oh.
the curly brace. Yeah.
I thought it was the number was included. Oh, I see why.
Yeah, so just get rid of it and then enter. Everything's in lowercase. So
Oh, okay.
I had no numbers, so
Who already solved this? Who solved it first? Oh, you solved it.
Okay, so I'm still doing the first one because
Yeah.
I can't open Wireshark. So let's say and let me show you my downloads real quick.
so place downloads.
I changed the desktop.
Okay.
So I'm trying to open this, right?
So do you mind if I show you quickly? Because everyone had the same issue.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not alone.
Yeah. So file, open.
Okay.
So in their infinite wisdom, it only shows you the root folder.
Mhm.
You're not the you are not the root user, because then you could destroy the computer.
Oh.
You have to go in their computer. Here it is, and then you need to look for home. Admin. So what I did is I put it on the side, the admin user. And there is the file.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I did click on there and I was looking through it, but
there it is.
Now we find the flag.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be anywhere inside these packets?
I mean, it says the word flag in it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I mean. All right, so time is up. It seems most of you guys were able to get it for the HTTP, the Wireshark password, and at least the HTTP simple. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is do the Wireshark website simple one now, because here we need a different strategy. So if you guys want to pay attention, I'm going to be doing an example of this one, because here you need a completely different strategy to actually do this one. Website.pcapng. I'm going to open up Wireshark, press enter, file, open. So you guys may not see this admin on the sidebar. You guys just want to double click here, go to home, and then click and drag admin to the side to add it there permanently. Now, admin, if I remember correctly, I put it on the desktop, website.pcapng, open. There it is. So let's start looking around. So first, I made a GET request to this server. And about here on the ending arrow is where it responded back with some HTML. And if you look right here, here's the flag right in plain text. So I'm going to do it again slowly. I'm going to click right here. And here at the bottom is information about the packet that I have selected in blue. I'm going to click line-based text data. And there's the flag. You just want to copy it as value. I'm hoping this time it works, so I don't have to type it out again. There we go, finally. I'll hit press submit. Wireshark website. Oh, Wireshark website simple. And there it is. Okay. And additionally, another way is if you go to File, Export Objects, HTTP, that allows you to export whatever came back from the server. So I'm going to press Save, and I'm going to save it to the admin's desktop. I'm going to name it index.html. I'm going to replace it. Now I'm going to open up the desktop, and if I open up index.html, here's the flag. So 2 major takeaways from the challenge. 1, viewing the data that was sent back from the server under line-based text data, and also exporting objects, HTTP, right over here. So we got 4 solves. Or never mind, a lot more. So that should be what you need to complete Wireshark-website. And remember, if you're stuck on anything, I recommend using these hints right over here. All right, so I'm going to set another 5-minute timer. That's it. How's it going over here?
I'm good. I'm doing not the simple one, the advanced one.
The advanced one, Okay, so you found the flag. I made that challenge wrong, so don't worry about it.
Oh, I thought it was right.
Yeah, I said it.
I was catting out. I was grepping through it. Like, man, I don't see it.
I was like, it's right here.
I was like, did this guy make like a embedded like thing?
No.
Did he find it in the tree?
I'm not gonna put it in the strings or whatever, and you're gonna have to hex it out and nah.
No, yeah.
For the hash maps, what application do you want to use for it?
Say it again.
For the hash maps,
By the way, I appreciate it.
Oh damn, you guys finished.
What application do you use for this?
For hash, normally you can just use a website. Just look it up. Yeah.
Yes.
So ROT13. So ROT 13. And it decides to load. ROT13 decoder.
Okay,
That's it.
Okay, nice. I was just thinking it would be like an application. Are there applications?
For ROT13, here, yes, there is. There's actually a command for it, ROT13. But you could just look it up and use a website. So like, yeah.
It looks
Okay,
cool.
thanks.
It's cool.
Okay, so this is the flag, right? How do we get like what's the like answer or something like?
Oh, there's the flag right there.
That's the flag, yeah. But then
So you just want to right click and then paste it in. So remember, a flag always starts with what word at the start?
flag. So it's all this up to here, like up to N.
And it ends with the curly brace. So it's a bit tricky, but the %7D is an encoded ending curly brace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I should remove that.
So you can try submitting different flags. It starts with the word flag. It has only lowercase characters in it. Between the words, it has dashes, and it ends with an ending curly brace. So you just want to,
Oh, the 7% are the curly braces?
yeah, %7D, the %7
Is a
or
curly brace.
yeah, it's curly braces.
Okay.
So from there, I recommend just typing it out.
Yeah.
Oh, you just want to press cancel.
Do you know how to like zoom, like make this full screen? Is that possible? Because everyone else has full screen. I don't
It
know
normally
why.
goes to full screen by default.
Yeah.
Can you try view?
Oh, that's
Full screen. Yes. Wow.
That made it worse. F11.
I don't know why it wouldn't be entering full screen. Normally, I've always had to just do it automatically.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I've seen everyone else just like.
the best I can say is look it up.
Okay.
Yep.
No, you can leave it.
For the first one, how do we get the flag from?
Oh, no. So a flag always starts with what word, I guess? It starts with the word flag, and it has a little curly brace, and it has a little ending curly brace.
Yeah.
So the tricky part with this question is the %7 and the letter afterwards, %7B, is that curly brace.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is the flag. It's just like.
The starting from after the equals. And you replace the %7B
With the curly brace.
and the %7D with the ending curly brace.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So for these challenges, I'm going to mention it up there. You can use ChatGPT, by the way, for the actual CTF as well. So if you're stuck, I always just recommend asking it.
Thank you.
Because it would instantly recognize that's HTML encoding.
I'm still stuck on more short simple. I think I found the get request, but I don't know.
So everyone's been constantly getting stuck on this one. So the %7B, that's HTML encoding for the starting curly brace. Yeah, and the %7D is the ending curly brace. A flag always starts with the word flag,
Flag.
opening curly brace, then ends with an ending curly brace. So you just have to replace that.
How do I copy it?
Copy value.
All right, thank you.
So this stuff is relatively simple. You just need practice. So. So it's gone a bit over time. I think I'm just going to cut it short.
Okay, sounds good. Did you get through all three of the challenges? Or you're not gonna
All
hash?
three for hashing, I think,
Or no,
because
no.
I see a lot of people just leaving at this point. I would just
Yeah,
cut it short.
that's fair. But I'm saying, so you weren't able to get through the encryption, decryption?
No.
Okay, that's totally fine. So let me go with you. Let's encourage them to keep looking at the challenges. And then you can put the FlagOps QR.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so we're gonna be wrapping up soon since we're a little bit over time. We wanna encourage you guys to keep practicing on your own, going through these challenges on your own, and make sure that you form your teams, filling out that team application before the actual FlagOps event, which is gonna be on April 4th. Like you said, congrats, you guys survived the boot camp. Few things to keep in mind. First of all, if you're not already registered for FlagOps, you guys can scan this QR code now and do so. Remember that this is going to be like around a 2-3 hour event. I think we extended it to 3-ish hours because we're going to be doing these challenges as well. You guys are going to be in your teams and you're going to be independently doing these challenges, and based on a certain criteria, you're going to win prizes. We have like over $300 in prizes, which should pique everyone's interest, hopefully. So 3 things to focus on before the event. Make sure you get all those tools downloaded. We have a Capture the Flag channel on Discord. If you guys have any questions or any issues, feel free to reach out to Louis, Zubair, or myself on Discord. So that's the first thing. Second thing is keep practicing and make sure that you guys get your teams together. So if you go to go.fiu.edu/flagops, that's going to be the form to actually secure your teams. And make sure that you register for the FlagOps event on Luma as well. I believe on that Airtable form, we have all of those different links, including the Luma and the Hacker Guide. So make sure that you guys check all of that to keep yourselves posted before the event. And if you don't have any questions, then you're free to keep practicing or go home and enjoy your weekends. Thank you.
All right, so one last thing. Okay, thank you. Okay, so in terms of practice, I heavily recommend, if your team was not able to finish all of the challenges, I recommend you guys finish the rest of them in the 2 weeks between now and the actual CTF. It's going to give you great preparation for the actual CTF, as again, the software is the same, the format of the questions is the same. And all of those topics are going to be used in combination to form the challenges. A question back there? Outside resources. Yes, a good one would be PICO CTF, P-I-C-O CTF. It's very broad, but it does a good job. P-I-C-O CTF. All right, and just as a final reminder, if you guys are planning to have these same people in your actual team for the CTF, please remember to get their contact info before you guys leave. Just as a quick reminder, if you guys want to have the same team that you guys had now for the actual CTF, please get their contact info. And that QR code on the right is just a sign-up form. Yep.
So I finally got it up and running.
Perfect.
My only issue is that I noticed, like, I'm not able to get.
No one's
any idea how I can